Hi darling, it's good to see you again and thanks for joining me for today's video. Okay, so first of all I'm going to show you where I am packed up today. As you can see, this is the view from my side window. I'm just parked on a residential street and hang down the curtains for privacy. And this is my view from the cab. So as you can see, I'm just parked on a residential street. Okay, so I have an appointment today and I have an hour to spare because what's happened is that I forgot all about daylight saving, didn't I? And so I didn't look at the time on my phone. Can you believe that? Have you ever done that? Where you have forgotten all about daylight saving and you had to go somewhere and you forgot about how the time changes? Well, that's what I've done today. So what I did is I was looking at the clock on the wall in the kitchen instead of looking at the time on my phone. And I'm thinking, oh my God, I better hurry up because if I don't hurry up, I am going to be late for my appointment. And then I got to my appointment and I realized, oh my God, I'm an hour early. Oh my God. I forgot to change the time on all of my clocks at home and change the time an hour back. So when I get back home, I'm going to have to change the time on every clock back to an hour. And because I forgot all about how daylight saving was finishing. So now I've got an hour to spare and I've got nothing to do. I mean, I've got nowhere to go, you know, so I thought, okay, I'll make a quick video while I'm waiting. And then I thought, what am I going to make a video about? You know, I'm not doing any work on the van today. I've done most of that. And I'm thinking, okay, I'll make a video, but what am I going to make a video about? And that's when I thought, oh, I know, I'm going to make a video, you know, just have saying a happy Easter message to everyone. So, so this video is where I just want to say to all of my subscribers and all of my viewers, I just want to say I hope you all have a happy and nice and safe Easter this year. And if you are out there driving on the roads over the Easter holidays, please, I cannot stress this enough, please drive carefully and be safe because unfortunately there are so many car accidents over the Easter holidays where so many people are killed and injured, unfortunately. And, you know, it's such a shame, but, you know, just like any other holiday during the year, like Christmas time and so on, it's always very dangerous on the road. So please make sure if you're driving anywhere over the Easter holidays this year, please drive extra carefully. Drive extra slow if you have to, but whatever you do, please be really careful on the roads this Easter. And because like I said, so many people are dying and, are being injured on the roads in road accidents. And most of the time it can be avoided, so please be very careful when you're driving on the roads this Easter. So I thought I'd just make a quick video and sing a message to everyone to have a nice, happy and safe Easter. If you're alone, like I'm alone this Easter too. There's just me and Kelly. I'm not doing anything for Easter. I'm not going to celebrate Easter, and I'm not going to go anywhere. I'm all by myself this Easter too. Just like how there are so many other people who are alone over the Easter holidays too. So I just wanted to say that wherever you are, whatever religion you are, or whatever, I just want to wish everyone a happy and nice and safe Easter this year, and especially speak a message about being extra safe on the roads over this Easter holidays, because I don't want to see anyone be involved in any car accidents. And I know what it's like to be in a car accident, because I have been in a car accident, a severe car accident, many years ago. This was actually before I got married, and this was when I was with my ex-boyfriend, and that's what actually is the reason why I have this clavicle broken. And even though it was a car accident, it was actually abuse, because what happened is that my ex-boyfriend, he was a real smart ass as well, just like my ex-husband, but at least he was nowhere near as bad as my ex-husband. I'll give him credit there. And what happened is that every time we drove somewhere, he would always have a habit of, when a car was coming, like if we were driving along this way, and a car would be coming along this way in the opposite direction, and, and if he was turning, instead of waiting, for this car to pass before he turns like he was supposed to, he never did that. What he did is that he would wait until the car got close, and then he would suddenly pull out in front of the car, put the foot flat on the floor of the accelerator, and just speed off, cutting off the driver coming the opposite way, making them angry. And oh my God, he thought it was so funny. Oh my God, he thought it was hilarious, And he did that every time, and oh my God, and I did not think it was funny at all, and I kept saying to him, one day we're going to have an accident, one day you are going to cause an accident, and I'm the one who's going to cop it. And he would always say, oh, we're never going to have an accident. Oh my God, famous last words. So, what happens? You guessed it, he caused an accident. And what happened this time it was the same thing as usual. They got a car coming down the opposite direction. And instead of him waiting for this car to pass the turn, he did the same thing, goes, oh, what's this? I'm going to break this guy and piss him right off. And he's laughing his head off as usual. Oh my God, and I'm thinking, oh my God, here we go again. You know, he just wouldn't listen to me. When I kept telling him, can you please stop pulling out in front of other drivers? You know, and he would always say the same thing, oh, don't worry, we're never going to have an accident until it actually happened. And so he pulls out, but because the car that we were driving was a 4-speed manual. And what happened this time, instead of him putting the foot on the accelerator and taking off like he usually does, this time his foot slipped off the clutch. Therefore, the car stalled. And before I know it, oh my God, I couldn't believe how quick it happened. And then before we know it, the car that's driving down the opposite side of the road, you know, because when my ex-boyfriend took off, so he's now in front of the opposite car on the opposite side of the road when the car stalled. So the car smashes into our car, and it smashes right into the passenger side door where I was. And the car that we were driving was just a small Toyota sedan. And the car that other guy was driving was a big Cadillac. And he was speeding. I mean, he was only supposed to be doing 60 kilometers. But no, he was doing about 80, 90 kilometers. So he was speeding. And he didn't slam on the brakes or anything, so he just smashed into our car and turned our car into oh my God, I couldn't believe it. He turned our car into a sardine can. And so the fire brigade had to use the jaws of life to get me out of that. And I mean, I couldn't move because the pain was unbearable. And what happened is that after we got to the hospital and had the x-rays and all that, is that when that car smashed into our car, she smashed into my shoulder here. So there's a clavicle, your shoulders normally, and what's happened with my shoulder, this part here ended up over here, and this part here ended up over here. So instead of your clavicle being like that, that's how my clavicle ended up. And I had to lie down in my back for 3 months wearing a figure 8. And that's how, as you can see, maybe if we get the light. Let me move my hair out the way. If you can see now, as you can see now, that's my shoulder now. As you can see, instead of that being straight, it's now like that. Can you see that? And so that's how I ended up with this broken clavicle, and it's very fragile. When it's just joined like this part here. Like, instead of it being joined like here, you've got it joined like just a little bit there like that, just a fraction. And so I have to be careful, because if I move the wrong way, my shoulder will break, you know? It's very fragile. And so that's, because of that, that's the weakest part of my body. And then when I got married and started experiencing the domestic violence, and my ex-husband, he knew that was the weakest part of my body, so he just kept, you know, hitting me in the shoulder. And I've lost count how many times this shoulder has been broken over the years. So even though my shoulder was originally broken in a car accident, it was actually abuse because my ex-boyfriend caused the car accident by deliberately pulling out in front of the car, thinking that he was going to beat him, and he thought it was funny and he was just going to laugh his head off like he usually does, but this time he came unstuck. And this is what I'm saying. When you're out there driving on the roads this Easter, please be extra careful because I know that even though I know that you're a good, sensible driver, however, there are lots of idiots on the road and you have to watch out for idiots. You know, just like my ex-boyfriend. You get what I'm saying? So please be extra careful when you're driving on the roads this Easter holiday. I cannot stress that enough because, again, you know, I have learned this the hard way. Oh my God, I can't believe that everything I talk about, I've learned everything the hard way. Oh my God, can you believe that? So yeah, so I just thought I'd make a quick video while I'm waiting for my appointment, and I just thought I would make a quick video about sending a happy and safe happy Easter to everyone, to all my subscribers and to all of my viewers. You know, I really appreciate every one of you, you know, who watch my videos and who support my channel, you know, because you all mean so much to me, you really do. And I know I don't say that enough, maybe I should say that more, you know. And, you know, I feel emotional again. I just want the best for all of my subscribers and for all of my viewers because, you know, I know too what it's like to be alone this Easter. You know, I know what it's like not to have any family and that. And I just want you to know that I care about all of you, and I just want the best for you and to be happy this Easter. I feel like crying again. And I don't know why I feel like crying. Maybe it's because I just feel really emotional right now because I had it really bad last night because of the nightmares again, you know. And I had some intrusive thoughts this morning too. And maybe that's why I'm feeling emotional today. I don't know, but I am feeling emotional. But like I said in my previous videos, you know, it's not easy being a domestic violence victim survivor, but somehow I managed to survive all that and overcome it all and move on, and now I've got my dream life where I can't believe I'm so happy. You know, I've got my dream, living in my dream apartment, I've got my dream camper van, you know, I've got my dream fur baby, and I'm doing all the things that I've always wanted to do that I've never had, that I've never had a chance to do before. So I'm really grateful for that. And I know that there are so many people who are all over the world, you know, who have nothing. And I know that there are so many people who are alone, and I know what it's like to be and feel alone, you know, and I know what it's like to I also know what it's like not to survive domestic violence, and there are so many people who should be alive enjoying Easter this year, but unfortunately they can't because they had their lives taken short, you know, and it's so sad, you know. Life can be so cruel at times, but this is where we all need to be kind to each other and support each other in whatever ways that we can. And, you know, that's really most important, is just to be kind to each other, you know. There's no need to be, you know, mean and nasty to anyone, you know. So if you see someone this Easter who's doing it hard, you know, give them an Easter egg, give them a hug or a smile or whatever, you know, because, you know, something simple like just a smile and saying hello, how are you, or giving a homeless person an Easter egg, you know, can make a big difference to their lives. You get what I'm saying? So I hope that makes sense, you know. Because I too know what it's like to miss out, you know, and yeah, so all I just want to say really is just say Happy Easter to everyone. Have a nice, happy and safe Easter this year. Drive carefully, extra carefully when you're out on the roads this Easter holiday. And if you're alone this Easter, that's okay, you know, and to be kind to everyone. And, you know, if you see someone, you know, whether they're a homeless person or whatever, you know, say hello to them and, you know, ask them if they're okay, you know, give them a, you know, give a homeless person an Easter egg or whatever, you know. Just a small act of kindness can make such a big difference to someone's life. You get what I'm saying? So I hope that makes sense. So this is just going to be a short video, or just a quick message to say thank you to all of my subscribers and viewers for watching my videos and for commenting and for supporting my channel, and to say a happy and safe Easter to everyone. And that's about this video is about, really, you know, because I too know what it's like to be involved in a car accident on the road over the Easter holidays, because I've been there myself, like I just explained. I too know what it's like to be alone over the Easter holidays and have nothing and no family, you know. So I know what all that feels like too, you know. So I just thought, while I'm waiting for my appointment, because I mean, I can't believe I actually forgot all about the daylight saving is finished. And I forgot to put my clocks back 1 hour. So instead of looking at the time on my phone, I've looked at the time on the clock on the wall. And that's how I ended up here at my appointment an hour early, but that's okay. So because of that, that has given me the opportunity to make this video now, and to I can say my message. So it turned out good in a way, because if I had it left in an hour's time, I wouldn't have made this video now. So it all turns out good, because now I've got to make a video where I can get my happy Easter message to everyone, because I think that's important. It's important that we're kind to everyone, and that we check up on people and make sure that they're okay, And if anyone needs anything, and yeah, that's my message. I don't know what else to say. I haven't written this down, so, so I'm just thinking all this at the top of my head, so, yeah, so that's about it, really. So I just wanted to say Happy Easter to everyone. Please enjoy a nice and safe Easter. Be careful on the roads this Easter holiday, because the Easter holidays on the roads are the most dangerous time on the roads of the whole duration of the whole year, believe it or not. So please, I can't stress that enough. Please drive extra safe this year. If you're driving anywhere over the Easter holidays, please be extra careful, because there are so many idiots on the road. Like I said, even though you're a good driver, but you do have to watch out for other drivers. So I hope everyone is having a nice Easter this year. And if you're alone this Easter, that's okay. Okay, so this video's been going for almost half an hour, so I think that's long enough. I think I've said everything that I wanted to say, so yeah. So happy Easter, everyone, and thanks for watching my video today. Please subscribe to my channel to support me, and don't forget to give my videos a thumbs up, and I will see you, darling, in my next video. So until then, please take care, and of course, drive safely. Bye-bye, darling.